Prince William concluded his official visit to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with a day that reflected both diplomacy and deeply personal commitment. On his final day in the country, the Prince of Wales focused on a cause that has long defined his public work: support for young people and the promotion of mental health and community well-being. The day was marked by a visit to a newly established community home named in his honor, an emotional and symbolic moment that underscored the strengthening ties between the United Kingdom and Saudi Arabia, as well as the growing global conversation around youth empowerment. The visit, part of a broader diplomatic tour aimed at strengthening bilateral relations, had already included meetings with senior Saudi officials, business leaders, environmental advocates, and young entrepreneurs. However, it was the final day's engagement, away from grand halls and formal ceremonies, that carried a more intimate tone. By choosing to spend his closing hours with children, caregivers, and community workers, Prince William sent a clear message about the enduring importance of investing in the next generation. The community home, located on the outskirts of Riyadh, was established to provide a safe and supportive environment for vulnerable children and adolescents. The facility offers housing, education support, counseling services, and skills development programs. Renamed the Prince William Youth Community Home earlier this year, the center reflects a shared commitment between Saudi social development authorities and international partners to expand opportunities for at-risk youth. Upon arrival, Prince William was greeted by local officials, staff members, and a group of children holding handmade welcome banners. The atmosphere was warm and hopeful rather than ceremonial. In a departure from rigid protocol, the prince spent extended time speaking directly with young residents, asking about their studies, hobbies, and aspirations. His interactions were relaxed and sincere, punctuated by laughter and moments of reflection. For Prince William, who has long championed mental health initiatives through campaigns and charitable foundations, the visit represented more than a symbolic gesture. Throughout his public life, he has emphasized the need to break down stigma surrounding mental health struggles, particularly among young people. In recent years, his work has expanded to include early intervention, trauma support, and community resilience. During a roundtable discussion with social workers and mental health professionals at the home, the prince listened to presentations outlining the center's programs. Staff described how structured routines, access to education, and psychological counseling help children rebuild trust and self-confidence. They also spoke about partnerships with local schools and vocational training centers that aim to ensure residents can transition successfully into adulthood. Prince William asked detailed questions about staffing levels, training for caregivers, and measures of long-term success. Observers noted that his inquiries reflected a genuine engagement with the operational realities of running such a facility. Rather than offering abstract remarks, he sought to understand the challenges faced by frontline workers, including funding pressures, recruitment needs, and cultural sensitivities surrounding mental health discussions. In brief remarks delivered to staff and supporters, the Prince of Wales highlighted the universal importance of providing stable foundations for young people. He spoke about the shared values that unite communities across borders, the desire to see children thrive, to give them safety and opportunity, and to ensure they feel heard and valued. This home stands as a testament to what can be achieved when compassion and commitment come together, he said. Every child deserves the chance to grow up feeling secure, supported, and hopeful about the future. Though the event avoided overt political messaging, it carried diplomatic significance. Saudi Arabia has, in recent years, embarked on sweeping social and economic reforms aimed at diversifying its economy and expanding social services. Initiatives focused on youth development and community engagement have become central to that transformation. By aligning his final engagement with these efforts, Prince William reinforced the message that the UK-Saudi relationship extends beyond trade and security into social progress and shared humanitarian goals. The naming of the home after the prince symbolizes not only respect for his advocacy but also a commitment to international collaboration in social development. According to organizers, the decision to honor Prince William reflected admiration for his long-standing work on mental health awareness and youth services. His involvement has helped elevate these issues on a global stage, encouraging open conversations in societies where such topics were once rarely discussed. During a tour of the facility, the prince visited classrooms where children were engaged in art and language lessons. In one room, he joined a small group painting murals depicting scenes of hope and resilience. The children explained that the artwork represented their dreams for the future, careers as doctors, engineers, teachers, and artists. Prince William praised their creativity and encouraged them to continue pursuing their ambitions. In another wing of the building, he observed a counseling session space designed to provide privacy and comfort. The soft furnishings, calming colors, and child-friendly decor reflected a modern understanding of therapeutic environments. Staff members explained how individual and group therapy sessions help children process difficult experiences and build coping skills. The prince also met with older residents participating in vocational training programs. These initiatives include computer literacy courses, culinary training, and small business workshops. One teenage resident demonstrated a mobile application he had developed as part of a coding course, prompting Prince William to ask about his plans for further education. The exchange highlighted the importance of digital skills in preparing young people for a rapidly changing economy. Throughout the day, the emphasis remained on empowerment rather than charity. The messaging focused on potential, resilience, and partnership. Local officials emphasized that the home was part of a broader network of services aimed at strengthening families and communities. By providing early support, they hoped to reduce long-term social challenges and foster a generation equipped to contribute positively to society. Prince William's final engagement in Saudi Arabia also included a private meeting with leaders from charitable organizations operating in the region. Discussions reportedly centered on expanding cross-border collaboration, sharing best practices in trauma-informed care, and leveraging technology to reach underserved populations. The prince reiterated his belief that addressing mental health and youth development requires sustained commitment and innovative thinking. Observers noted that the tone of the day contrasted with the more formal elements of his earlier engagements in the country. Previous days had included high-level meetings and public events emphasizing economic cooperation and environmental initiatives. The concluding visit to the youth home offered a human dimension to the tour, reminding audiences that diplomacy is ultimately about people. The image of the future king sitting cross-legged on the floor with children, listening intently to their stories, resonated widely. It reinforced a narrative that has characterized much of Prince William's public life. A focus on modernizing the monarchy's role through practical engagement with contemporary issues. By championing mental health, homelessness prevention, and environmental sustainability, he has sought to position himself as a forward-looking leader attentive to global challenges. The visit also carried personal resonance. As a father of 3 young children, Prince William has frequently spoken about the transformative impact of parenthood on his perspective. Experiences as a parent have deepened his understanding of the importance of early childhood support and stable home environments. Those reflections were evident as he interacted with the young residents, offering words of encouragement and taking time to hear their stories. Community leaders expressed gratitude for the attention the visit brought to their work. They emphasized that international recognition can help attract additional funding, volunteers, and partnerships. The presence of a high-profile figure such as Prince William shines a spotlight on local initiatives that might otherwise operate quietly. For many of the children at the home, the visit represented a memorable and affirming experience. Several described feeling proud that their community had been recognized on a global stage. Staff members noted that such moments can boost morale and reinforce a sense of belonging among residents. As the day drew to a close, Prince William participated in a tree-planting ceremony in the home's courtyard, a symbolic gesture linking youth empowerment with environmental stewardship, another cause central to his advocacy. The tree, chosen for its resilience in the desert climate, was described as a symbol of growth and hope. In his closing comments, the prince reflected on the power of collaboration and compassion. He expressed confidence that the partnerships forged during his visit would continue to flourish and that the home named in his honor would serve as a beacon for what can be achieved when communities invest in their young people. With that, Prince William departed Saudi Arabia, concluding a visit that blended tradition with forward-looking purpose. His final days' focus on youth and mental health provided a fitting conclusion to a tour defined by dialogue, cooperation, and a shared commitment to building a more inclusive future. While diplomatic visits often center on economic agreements and strategic alliances, this closing chapter highlighted the human side of international relations. It demonstrated that beyond formal protocols and policy discussions, meaningful connections are built through shared values and mutual respect. The Prince of Wales left behind not only strengthened ties between nations but also a tangible reminder of his commitment to supporting vulnerable young people worldwide. The Prince William Youth Community Home stands as a lasting testament to that mission, an enduring symbol of hope, partnership, and the belief that every child deserves the opportunity to thrive. As his aircraft departed Riyadh, the images of children waving goodbye captured the spirit of the day. In those smiles and hopeful gestures lay the true significance of the visit, a reaffirmation that leadership is measured not only by words spoken in grand halls, but by the time spent listening to those whose voices are often unheard. In focusing his final day in Saudi Arabia on a cause that has defined his public service, Prince William underscored the enduring relevance of compassion in global affairs. The visit will likely be remembered not for ceremony, but for connection, a reminder that even in a rapidly changing world, the well-being of children remains a universal priority. And in the quiet corridors of the home that now bears his name, that message will continue to resonate long after the motorcades and official delegations have departed.